I don't know if it's about the necessary. We need them to have certain numbers. But Valanciunas has been very good in these first two games. So it's a long series. But he's been very good in these first two games. And, Hassan doesn't need anyone to say anything to get motivation. So, he'll be fine.
Things with the turnovers, how many as you watch the tape were things that you think weren't forced by Toronto, just things that you guys could have done better?
Well, they did a good job. You come off one series versus a team who is so disciplined to their game plan, and then you come and play a team who, is a little undisciplined in the sense of how they play defense. They're kind of all over the place and they do a lot of reaching, et cetera. And they got their hands on a lot of balls. And it wasn't a lot of, you can say unforced turnovers. In the day, the defense is on the floor and they force you to turn the ball over most of the time. So they did a good job, and we have to take care of that. We have to bring our turnovers down. We know that, and that's the key for this series.
Dwyane, how much of an influence do you think home court is in holding on to it? Now that you get that.
Once you get to the second round, and so forth, the other team is good enough to win on your home floor. The first round it was the same way. Charlotte won on our home floor, we won on theirs. So, it's important to focus on Game 3, playing better than we did in Game 2. For us, as you go out on the road, you try to figure out a way to win. Try to win on other teams' floor. We was able to do that, and we was close enough to almost get 2. But they fought it and they did everything possible to get that second game. So we didn't get it, but now our attention turns to Game 3 and focus on the way to get this win.
Dwyane, you've all been able to really challenge DeRozan and Lowry and make it very difficult for them to get to the spots they usually get to and then get to the line as well. But particularly last night, their other guys really kept them going offensively. I know you can't take away everything. So you just continue to focus the way you have on those two?
Yeah, man. That's a tough part of the game. It's if DeRozan and Kyle go off for 30-something each, then other guys may not have that same impact. When they don't, someone has to score the basketball. We got to do a better job of making sure that, we take away certain things, yes, but these are NBA players. Someone has to score. That wasn't the reason they won the game because, Carroll scored or Ross scored. It was 20 turnovers, offensive rebounds, things of that nature. It wasn't about, other guys scoring the basketball. We've done a good job defensively, but you give them 20 extra possessions, plus the ones they get from their hard work on offensive rebounding. That's tough to overcome, and we almost overcame it, but almost ain't good enough.
How much of that comes with the energy of the home?
The home crowd's gonna be great. It's gonna be phenomenal. As I continue to say, that guarantees us nothing. We're a very confident team here, obviously, but they can win and on the road as well. So we got to come out and do our job. We got to come out focused. We got to bring a lot of energy. Just like they brought a lot of energy in Game 2. But you see, at the end of the day, the game turns into a game. At some point, and you can limit the crowd noise by the way that you play. So, it's our job to make sure that the energy stays in the building.
You talk about getting the split. Usually, you come home, you're happy after splitting, but like you said, it was right there to take 2.
Well, yeah, we're okay. We're not disappointed. I think we started this series off on the road. I think everybody forgetting that. We wasn't a home team. Our job was to go in there and try to win the first game. We did that. Our job was to go in there and try to win the second game. We fell short of doing that. So that's over with. Now we come home and we try to figure out how to win Game 3. So we're in a great position right now, and they're in a great position. There's only one. There's 1-1. No team has an advantage over the other team. As we get these games rapid pace around here, we'll see how the series plays out.
You probably got to your house at like 5, 6 o'clock last night. Obviously, it's not a short flight. You played, I think, 8 games in 15 days or something. What's the process right now to keep the energy level up and stay off your feet as much as you can before 5 o'clock?
All positive energy. Anybody who's negative, keep them away from you. Just keep all positive energy around you. Get your rest and get ready. It's just. You fight a tough 7-game series, and then you get a day off. You go into 2 overtime games on the road. Then you get in at 5 o'clock. It's not ideal, but what else would you rather be doing, right? So you look at all the positives in it, and don't think about the negatives. And you come out tomorrow and use the crowd, use our home energy to give us that extra boost that we need. Because they did the same thing that we did. So there's no team has advantage over the other team.
What's the tricks you've learned in 13 years about how to steal a couple extra hours rest here and there when you need them?
What's the tricks?
Yeah.
I don't know if I got any tricks, but I found a way to get my rest. And I said, the biggest thing is playoff time. You just, you shut everything down, and this is the most important thing. And you got to have people around you to understand that. My family understands it for sure. So my house is quiet right now. When I get home, waiting for me to come and do the things I need to do and get some rest. So my wife, my kids, they understand it, and everyone needs that. You need quiet, you need rest, and you need to be mentally able to prepare for what you need to do in the next day. How gnarly was that Dragic lip? Huh? How gnarly is that Dragic lip? He's had worse. But he's taken a lot of hits this year, man. To the facial area. But he's a tough cookie. So he's had worse, and he gonna keep coming at you. You guys, that was a battle in game 2. You went down, Hassan went down, Dragic got hit. Yeah. How do you describe this series? Being in the trenches. That's called playoff basketball. There'll be a lot more people go down as the series go on, but the biggest thing is getting back up. So we did that, and we'll move on to the next game.